Hey there everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Sapphire. I hate puzzles, I really do, so let's get on with this gym, let's take on Winona. But before we do, we need to do a lot of team maintenance. We need to heal up some Pokemon, especially because my big bad Swampert is currently, well, dead at the minute. It needs reviving. My Lady Lombra needs some health as well. I'm going to keep Swellow at 15 HP. Why? Because that will mean that I can use Endeavour. Again, what Endeavour will do is it will take the opponent's HP and make it the same as ours if I have lower HP. So I can make their full health Pokemon go all the way down to 15 HP in one turn. That's why I'm keeping it at 15 HP. If I need to revive it, then I will. Just doing some final checks here, just wondering who I should go first with. I was thinking Swampert first because he's more defensive, however I also thought Lombra because of the Ice Beam advantage. And I wasn't too sure. I finally decided to go with Lombra, so I restored his Ice Beam PP, which I'd used a lot in the gym. I also gave the Elixir to Swellow because he'd used quite a lot of PP as well. So now we are finally ready. Let's do this, guys. But no, just one final check. Let's do this now. I am Winona. I am the leader of the Fortree Pokemon Gym. I have become one of the best Pokemon of Sword the Skies. However, grueling battle, we have triumphed with grace. Witness the elegant choreography of bad Pokemon and I. That was my posh voice. Winona sounds like a very posh lady, but look at her. She's a beauty, isn't she? What a nice looking lady she is. But she kicks off with a Swellow, and Swellow will soon become my worst enemy as it uses Double Team, and boy do I hate Double Team. That means its evasion will raise, and that means my Ice Beams will miss, but not on this occasion. However, it's level 31, so even with its poor ass special defense, even with the super effective hit, it still didn't die. But then it gets a little bit clever, a little bit too big for its Swellow boots. It uses Endeavour, and I use Swift, and Swift ain't gonna do enough damage, unfortunately. I use Swift to try and get around the evasion, because remember, Swift will always hit even if the evasion is, you know, maxed. But then Winona uses Hyper Potion as well, which is not a bad thing to do. So the battle restarts. I use Ice Beam again, it uses Double Team again, so now it's even harder to hit. Can I get Ice Beam in for a second time? We certainly can. But again, without a crit, it's not going to kill, and this is bad news because this Swellow has Endeavour. It will always use it. Again, I will lose a lot of health, and this isn't good because now Lombra is easy pickings, especially because the Ice Beam just missed. So I use Hyper Potion again. However, this time Winona does something very clever. It uses Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace is a base 60 flying type move. It's kind of like Swift in that it won't miss. And because I'm very weak to flying type moves, there's absolutely no point to use Hyper Potion, so it's just going to use Aerial Ace continuously, so I had to let my Lady Lombra die. I shed a tear. So I bring in the powerhouse. Oh, Swampert's ready to do some punching. And Swampert actually gets hit by Endeavour. So from 130 all the way down to 25, it's not good. And Surf misses. What are the chances? Oh well. So I had to use a Hyper Potion because I can't afford Swampert to die. However, how much HP damage will Aerial Ace do? Let's take a look. 130 down to 109. So what's that? That's 21. So we go down to 25, we only took 21 damage, so we would have been safe. However, Surf will do it, Surf will get the kill, and finally we take down one Pokemon after losing one Pokemon and losing a lot of health. Now, I bring in Kecleon here, and you're all probably thinking, why are you bringing in Kecleon? Few things really. It's a sacrificial lamb. What Kecleon will allow me to do is to use Hyper Potions on Swampert without Swampert getting hit, because if I had Swampert still in, he would get hit and still lose health. This way, Swampert will gain full health and will not lose any damage until he's next introduced. Now, Pelipper, the evolved form of Wingull, a water and flying type. He's rather defensive though, so I use Endeavour. This is my Endeavour card, and I use it and it will take it down to 15 HP, which is great. However, I'm a bit worried about the Hyper Potion. Winona likes using the Hyper Potions, so I bring in Swampert, and I hope and pray that it doesn't use a Hyper Potion. I go for the takedown, and it doesn't, so Swampert gets another kill, finally. Oh, we're doing well, guys. We're struggling, but we're doing well, so I'm not too fussed at the minute. We do get to level 37 for our troubles, which is great. We break 100 attack. We now see Skamory, and Skamory is a steel and flying type Pokemon. It means it's incredibly defensive. but its special defense is rather poor, so that's what we're going to take advantage of. However, I bring in Nincada, again, Sacrificial Lamb, because I'm going to revive Lombra, just in case I need Lombra later on. If you only have Swampert in, if you only have one Pokemon alive, then Swampert is going to be taking damage whilst you're trying to revive all your other Pokemon. So Nincada, as sad as it is to see him die, her die, sorry, it's a Sacrificial Lamb, that's all it was there for. Now, we're going to see Swampert's special attacking prowess, because believe it or not, there are still people out there who say that Swampert is not a special attacker. He is. He has Surf, a very strong water attack move, he has a decent special attack, and as you can see, he 2-hit KOs Swampert. He is a great mixed attacker. He can do well off the physical attack using Earthquake, he can do well off the special attack using Surf. But now, we hit a problem! Dragon Flying type Pokemon. This is Altaria. Now Altaria is not the strongest Dragon Flying type Pokemon in the game. The Sapphire and Ruby brought in Salamence, which is a lot stronger. We also have Dragonite. However, any Pokemon with Dragon Dance is a threat. Why? Because Dragon Dance will raise your physical attack and your speed, so you become quicker and you also become stronger. Takedown doesn't quite take half, so Altaria is building up these Dragon Dances knowing that it will not die, and that is a problem for us because Altaria is getting too quick for us. If we do have a weakness on this team, it is quick, strong Pokemon. We can deal with defensive Pokemon, we can deal with powerful, slow Pokemon, we can deal with weak, quick Pokemon, but quick and powerful Pokemon we struggle with. I use Surf for some reason, I'm not quite sure why. I should have used Takedown, but Altaria is getting so strong now. Another Dragon Dance, and this is problematic because if Swampert goes down, we are basically boned royally, and we don't want to be boned, guys. It's not a good thing. So we do get the Takedown. It will die to another Takedown, but we need to survive this Earthquake, a base 100 ground type move. Can we survive with only 54 HP? Booyah! 6 HP, we do it, and we get the Takedown, and we get the kill. Swampert dies, but fortunately for us, so does Altaria. I salute you, Swampert, you did a fine job, and we take down Winona for the 6th badge, is it? Can't quite remember. Never before have I seen a Pokemon, a trainer command Pokemon with such elegance, or whatever she says. I wasn't reading, I'm sorry guys, I'm sure you read it though, but we do get the Feather badge from Winona, which is awesome. What does the Feather Badge do, Winona? Oh, apparently all Pokemon up to level 70, even those free trades, will now obey us. We can also use Fly outside of battle, and we also get a gift, which is a TM, which is a move that you have already seen before in this battle quite a lot. It is Aerial Ace, base 60 flying type move if you weren't listening before, and it is incredibly accurate. In fact, it is like Swift. It does not miss unless there is some kind of exceptional circumstance. But look at the damage! 4 dead Pokemon. I know Nincada and Kecleon were sacrificial lambs, but my god. Seriously, oh, that was poor from me. Very poor. We must head to the Pokemon Center quickly, and you know, we need to heal our Pokemon. Oh my god, they're all dead. Oh well. At least my Lady Lombra is alive, but still, even she died. Man, if I didn't have Hyper Potions and Revives there, I would have been screwed, believe me. It's not a hard gym if you have Ice-type moves on you. However, the only Ice-type move that I had was on Lombra, and Lombra being the Grass-type, weak to Flying-type moves, it's not good, really. You can't use Lombra in that situation. So, I found it tough. That was a very tough gym for me. Not for others, but for me, incredibly tough. And that's just the beauty of Pokemon, because everyone will pick different Pokemon to train. I picked this team, and this team was weak against Fortree, but it was strong against other gyms. That's just the way it goes. But now, I actually remember to pick up this item, but we need to take on this Kecleon first, because this one actually attacks us, if I remember correctly. Indeed it does. It actually attacks us, which is not great, so we're going to have to kick its ass. Now remember Kecleon's ability, it's able to change its type depending on the move that it's hit by. So Lombra needs to play it clever here. I start off with Surf because it will turn into a water type Pokemon, and water type Pokemon are weak to grass type moves. So when I hit it with Bullet Seed, it will get a super effective hit. However, when you use Bullet Seed on a Kecleon, it will hit 2 to 5 times, but it will turn into a grass type move off the first bullet seed. And that's the problem really, because now it's a grass type Pokemon and it's going to get hit by bullet seed again, but because grass resists grass, it's not going to do as much damage. But it is a grass type Pokemon now, and we do have the triple threat. Grass type Pokemon are weak to ice type moves, so Ice Beam should kill it in one. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Let's do this. Dead. Yes, unlucky Kecleon. And Kecleon will die and get the hell out of the way, which is what we want, isn't it? We get to level 34, he's getting nice and strong now, my Lady Lombre, and we are able to get the item, which unfortunately is just a Nest Ball. A Nest Ball has a better chance of capturing a Pokemon if the Pokemon is at a weaker level. Just to show you an example, if you were to catch if you were to use a Nest Ball on a Pokemon which was over level 30, then it will have the same chance of capturing that Pokemon as a Pokeball. They both have a capture rate of 1. However, if you are to use it on a Pokemon which is lower than level 19, the Nest Ball will have a much better chance of capturing the Pokemon. I think it has a capture rate of 3, so it's 3 times better than a Pokeball. But we do find a secret cave, and this secret cave I didn't know about. I was just exploring at this point, so I was wondering what this move could be, and it's Sunny Day, and Sunny Day has so many benefits. What it will do is it will weaken water type moves for 5 turns, it will strengthen fire type moves for 5 turns, Solar Beam becomes a 1-turn move, so there's so many benefits. Again, I'm not going to explain them all, but we need to move on. We need to move on because we need to find more badges, we need to find a new city, we need to know if Team Aqua are still around, because those douchebags need to be taken down. Believe me, we need to punch them in the face with our Justice Fist. Yes. But we see a Meryl and we're not going to kill a Meryl. There's no point. There's no point killing a Meryl. It's too cute and it takes too long. So the only way we can actually go is across this bridge, and as soon as we get across this bridge, I wish I'd brought my umbrella because it starts raining, but we do have a battle to cheer us up, and this guy sounds like he's got some flying Pokemon to take us on with. Does he have some flying type Pokemon? I would hope so, because he's got a birdcage there. Bring it, Colin. He starts off with a Natu, and a Natu is a flying and psychic type Pokemon. A strange combination, does very well against fighting types. Excuse me, but we do use the Surf. Now, Surf is boosted in the rain, so not only are we getting the stab bonus, we're also getting the rain bonus as well. So now it's very powerful, and I'm using it over Ice Beam. I'm going to use it on Swellow as well. Now, Surf from Lombre to Swellow would normally not one-hit KO, but again, with the stab damage, because it's the same type as Lombre, because of the rain bonus that we get as well, it does one-hit KO and Swellow is down. God, I hate Swellows now. Seriously, that battle really annoyed me. Unlucky Colin. Let's move on, shall we? And I said this before earlier in the LP, I love the puddle effect. I love just seeing the characters in the puddle. I don't know why. It's a bit of sophistication in what is an old game now. But we do have another battle here, and it's against a beauty, is it? No, a Parasol Lady. Lady Angelica. Hello, Angelica. Oh, and she does have a cast form. Okay, well, I didn't think we actually faced a cast form in the game, but obviously we do. Cast form is a normal type Pokemon and will change its type in certain weather conditions. So you'll see it is now a water type Pokemon, which is nice, but it does actually use the move that I was on about before. Let's just see how much Bullet Seed does. Going for a Freefer here. Freefer, yeah, that's a Freefer for us. But it actually uses the move I was on about before, Weather Ball, if you weren't listening before. Normally, Weather Ball is a normal type move which is base 50. However, under any weather condition, its type will be the same as that weather condition. So, for example, in Rain Dance, it will be a water type move, and its base damage will be doubled, so it goes from 50 to 100. So what he hit me with was, well, she actually, was a 100 base water type move. But now it uses Hail, so you actually get to see yet another form of cast form. And as you can see, it is now the Ice form. If you don't know what Hail does, by the way, Hail will take damage, take HP away from Pokemon which aren't Ice-type Pokemon. Again, there are a couple more benefits, but I'm not going to list them all off because I am actually running out of time, but feel free to research it yourself. So we take down Parasol Lady Angelica. Yes, I did completely ruin your beauty, but your Parasol is amazing at least. There is a tree up there. I'm not going to go in front of that tree because it's a fake tree. There's a trainer behind it, and I don't like facing trainers. However, I am running out of time, so we've just defeated yet another gym battle. But where do we go next? Find out next time on Let's Play Pokemon Sapphire. See you later, guys.